is News 3 Now at 6.
Months of phases and specific qualifications all will be a thing of the past in just a few days. Starting Monday, if you are at least 16 years old, you will be eligible for a shot in Wisconsin. We have team coverage tonight of the state's major announcement. Amanda Quintana explains why you can't always get the vaccine you want. And Madeline O'Neill will show us how healthcare providers are preparing for more vaccination appointments. But let's begin with Gabriela Becerra and how DHS says it's making this happen. Gabriela?
Well, Charlotte, state leaders say it's time. Between getting more doses from the feds and adding more vaccinators across the state, we're about to see the process really speed up. DHS Deputy Secretary Julie Willems Van Dyke says nearly everyone already eligible for the vaccine has at least had the chance to sign up for an appointment. She says removing age, job, and medical restrictions will make the process much easier.
This decision to move ahead with everybody really simplifies the whole scenario for our vaccinators, for our public. No more having to sort out if you're in or if you're out.
DHS is also hoping to target some of the harder to reach groups in this expansion. DHS predicts having enough vaccinations to get a majority of our population vaccinated by the summertime. But Madeline O'Neill explains why those who become eligible on Monday may have to be patient a little bit longer to even schedule an appointment.
Yeah, Gabby, major vaccinators right now are pretty booked out as far as vaccine appointments go. For example, SSM health clinics are booked out at least the next 2 weeks. But health leaders say this eligibility expansion is a good step forward in the pandemic and removes barriers for people looking to get vaccinated. But with more people wanting the vaccine than actual shots available, we still need to be patient. SSM Health is hopeful DHS expanded eligibility, knowing they'll be able to send vaccinators more supply next week.
Making the vaccine available to everyone on Monday will not have a big impact on our operations unless the vaccine supplies improve. And if they do, then we will go ahead and expand our vaccine clinics fairly quickly starting next week so we can meet this new demand now.
UW Health's Dr. Matt Anderson is guessing scheduling will be pretty tight throughout the month of April and loosen up in May and June. But really, again, it all comes down to supply. SSM Health tells me that vaccinators usually learn how many doses of the vaccine they're getting for the next week on Tuesday nights, and that will play a big role in what appointments we see in the coming weeks.
17.4% of Wisconsinites are fully vaccinated. That is just more than 1 million people. The state passed that marker yesterday. Dane County is still ahead of the statewide pace. Nearly 37% of residents have finished their vaccination series, as well as nearly 9 out of 10 people ages 65 and up. More than 22,600 shots went into arms around the state yesterday. DHS is reporting 588 new cases of the virus and 11 more people have died. Well, many of you have asked us through our Vaccine HQ question online, can I choose which vaccine I get? The short answer, no. Amanda Quintana joins us to explain why it is so difficult for vaccinators to give you the vaccine of your preference.
Yes, well, some people want Johnson & Johnson because it's just one shot. Others might just want Moderna or Pfizer because they think that it has better protection. But either way, the shot that is available when you get there for your appointment is the vaccine that you're going to get.
Yeah, they're different, but really what you're looking at is, does it prevent me from going to the hospital? Does it prevent me from acquiring COVID-19? Does it prevent me from transmitting COVID-19 to somebody else? And we think the answer really is going to be yes for all of those.
Still, some people prefer one of those vaccines. Dr. Matt Anderson at UW Health says it'll be pretty difficult to find the brand of vaccine you want since vaccinators usually get one type at a time.
And we just really want to get as many shots in arms as possible as quickly as we can.
UW Health only had Pfizer until receiving their first shipment of Johnson & Johnson this week. UW doesn't think they'll get any more Johnson Johnson & Johnson.
We'd all like to have more Johnson & Johnson available in the community right now, I think, but the supply is still coming here in the next couple of weeks.
But his advice, don't wait for that. That would mean more time risking getting sick with COVID and longer until we're all back to normal. If you need Johnson & Johnson because of an allergy to part of mRNA vaccines, which is rare, just talk to your provider first. They can contact their partners, such as public health, to find you one.
But if somebody was just adamant and there wasn't a medical reason that they needed to, it really would require them sort of reaching out around to different vaccinators and trying to find out what's where. And then they may have to wait a little bit longer.
In the future, choosing your vaccine might be a possibility, but just not right now.
6 months, a year from now, let's say we have to have a booster or something like that. There may be that opportunity, but right now where we're at, it's really about, we have 3 highly effective vaccines that prevent serious illness, hospitalization. They really are equivalent in that respect.
As more Johnson & Johnson vaccines arrive in Wisconsin, DHS has hinted that those are going to go to smaller pharmacies in rural areas and public health departments. So more big health agencies like UW Health and SSM will probably just be getting Pfizer and Moderna.
For a full list of vaccinators in your area, check out the Vaccine HQ page on our Channel 3000 app. It is available in your app store and it is free. Let's check your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
We had sunshine for much of the day today, Charlotte, but those temperatures are starting to fall now that a cold front has moved on through. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam shows clouds have also moved in behind the cold front, and that will add to the chill over the next day or so. Doppler track right now shows a few sprinkles down toward Chicago and into northwestern Indiana. We're probably going to stay dry even with these clouds around here. Low temperatures so far today here in Madison, 47. That's also the current temperature. We made it up to 59 degrees, but you can see how those temperatures have dropped back in most areas into the 40s. Still some 50s to around 60 hanging on over southeastern Wisconsin, but those temperatures will drop pretty quickly. By morning, we should be down to around 27 here in Madison as skies clear out. Look for partly sunny skies tomorrow, but it'll be a breezy and colder day. High temperature only topping out at around 40. Be about the same for Thursday, but then a warm-up's on the way for the Easter weekend. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Republicans in the state assembly say they are disappointed Governor Evers vetoed a bill giving them more control on how federal COVID relief money is spent.
A real missed opportunity. We continue to try and work with the governor, and he continues to push us away every single time we try. Yesterday is just another example of his go-it-alone approach that doesn't serve all of the people of the state of Wisconsin.
Yesterday, Evers vetoed the bill passed last week by the Republican-controlled legislature. The proposal would have given the GOP-controlled Budget Committee power over those federal funds. The state is getting about $5.7 billion from President Biden's relief package. More than half of that will be allocated to the state government. The Department of Workforce Development is making it easier for Wisconsinites to apply for unemployment insurance benefits. The DWD's updated website went live today. The upgrade has new features, including a secure document upload system, a message center for direct communication with claims specialists, and text notifications. Still ahead at 6, more witnesses take the stand in the George Floyd trial, including a teenager who shot the cell phone video of the deadly arrest. And there is more local news ahead. Governor Evers details Wisconsin's upcoming infrastructure plans. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Outlets at the Dells in the center of water park heaven with 60 of the world's biggest brands. We thrill the trendsetters and all who love a smokin' hot discount. Save even more with 25% off and get free jump time at Knuckleheads. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really? Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
Outlets at the Dells in the center of water park heaven with 60 of the world's biggest brands. We thrill the trendsetters and all who love a smokin' hot discount. Save even more with 25% off and get free jump time at Knuckleheads. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The murder trial for former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin resumed today. Jurors heard compelling testimony from several witnesses, including the teenager who shot the cell phone video of the deadly arrest.
It's been nights. I stayed up apologizing to George Floyd for not doing more. He just stared at us, looked at us. He had like this cold look, heartless. He didn't care.
Chauvin's defense team maintains Floyd's death was the result of drug abuse and an underlying condition. The team has also defended Chauvin's use of force. If you are an essential worker who can't work from home, UW Health wants your help. They're expanding enrollment in a COVID-19 study. It's looking into whether commonly used oral and nasal antiseptics, masks, and hand hygiene can prevent the spread of COVID-19. They're interested in first responders, daycare, and grocery store workers and retail employees, among other workers, to join this study.
Healthcare workers are at an occupationally higher risk for SARS-CoV-2, so it seemed the right group to start with. But of course, realizing that there are many other people who are working in jobs where their risk is also pretty high, and those are all other types of essential workers. So that's why we've now extended this study to include them as well.
So far, the study has enrolled 75 people. Study leaders would like to enroll at least 25 more. You can learn more about this study on UW Health's website at shield.medicine.wisc.edu. There is more to come at 6 o'clock. UW-Madison's graduate programs get some national recognition. Plus, emergency rooms are now offering addiction recovery services as overdoses increase. We'll show you how it works. And it feels like spring, but another cool down is coming. Gary has your first warn forecast next.
Tonight on CBS, it's a night of suspense, beginning with NCIS, followed by FBI and FBI Most Wanted. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Sunroom saving season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Menards has what you need to create your ideal outdoor space. Landscape yourself and save with Menards' great selection of concrete landscape blocks. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create with so many styles and options to choose from. Pick up these interlock edgers for just 79 cents each after 11% rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Joe Parisi has preserved thousands of acres that the public can enjoy forever.
Joe knows we all deserve a chance to succeed.
Joe Parisi partnered with local schools to build the only school-based mental health program of its kind in the state.
Thank you, Joe, for your commitment to preserving green spaces that we can all get outside and play in.
Thank you, Joe, for working so hard to make sure everyone in this community has an opportunity at a second chance.
Thank you, Joe, for caring about the well-being of our children.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Have you heard of nuts.com? It's the best kept secret of savvy snackers all over the country. Incredible nuts, dried fruits, organic snacks, and gluten-free treats. There's something for everyone to love, including free shipping with your first order.
Best pistachios ever.
Love the dried peaches.
White chocolate toffee cashews are awesome.
The holy grail of honey sesame sticks. The quality has made me a customer for life. With so much to love and free shipping with your first order, check out nuts.com.
Sunroom saving season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
One group has special permission to be in emergency rooms, even when no one else was allowed during the pandemic. Jamie Perez shows us who they are and how they are making a difference.
All the doctor could do was give me a piece of paper with 3 numbers and say, here are some options for you. I can't really do anything else.
Wesley Van Epps knows the feelings of loneliness and isolation in a hospital room, especially after an overdose.
Looking back at it now, if that hospital would have been able to provide peer support, for me personally, I think my journey of recovery would have started a lot sooner.
Now, people in similar positions are getting that help, thanks to people like Wesley and Danielle Melby. They provide support through the Emergency Department to Recovery program.
I had one peer explain to me that just being there gave them a sense of peace.
Hospitals recognize the need to allow people like them to be in emergency departments even when no one else could be, allowing Wisconsin Voices for Recovery specialists to see patients right at their bedsides.
The pandemic has really overshadowed the epidemic that's been going on with drug and alcohol use. People are still struggling.
Aspira's Divine Savior Hospital in Sauk County is one of 24 hospitals statewide working with this program. The emergency department director there says ER admissions for overdoses have skyrocketed during the pandemic.
So they're in a particularly vulnerable place at that time. And so that peer support right then is extremely important to preventing perhaps a return visit within the hour or two, because the natural inclination is to go get that fixed again.
Patients don't have to use their services, but about 60% of the people offered them do. That's encouraging to Van Epps, who says eliminating the search process removes a step that can point someone down the right path to recovery.
This program gives that individual the opportunity to stay connected with that peer support provider when they leave the ER.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
If you or someone you know is battling an addiction, there is help out there. You can call the National Helpline for drug and alcohol addiction or seek professional help from the Satori House in Portage. We have those numbers on channel3000.com. Next tonight, UW-Madison's graduate schools programs are placing high in the 2022 rankings. U.S. News and World Report's Best Graduate Schools ranks UW School of Education 4th in the country for the 2nd year in a row. It was also the 2nd highest ranked public university. UW's engineering program also ranked 26th nationwide. And let's check your first warned weather now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Charlotte, this afternoon we got a few photos from viewers showing these wave clouds that formed. Pretty dramatic. Normally they don't form in the lower levels of the atmosphere, at least around here, but they're basically caused by air fluctuating up and down a little bit right at the level where the condensation can form. So if the air rises a little bit, it causes condensation to form and clouds form. If the air sinks a little bit, the air dries out. That's kind of what's happening in between here. And so So these clouds look pretty dramatic for this afternoon, thanks to Brandon Newport of Deerfield, who sent this photo in. But what we're more likely to see is what we're seeing right now from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville, the higher level clouds. And you can see those ripples in those clouds. And these are, we don't tend to notice them as much because they're at a higher altitude. So, and a lot of times even, we can even see breaks in between those bands of clouds. But that's what we see more typically. And unfortunately, the clouds only lasted for a few minutes this afternoon before they kind of filled back in. We had some windy conditions today. Winds have gusted in the 35 to almost 40-mile-per-hour range. Not as strong as yesterday, but still strong enough to be noticeable. Temperatures will drop as we have a cold front come through. Those winds shifting around to the northwest will keep high temperatures in the right around 40 degrees for the next couple of days. But then those winds shift around to the south on Friday. Temperatures get back up into the lower 50s. And by the weekend and early next week, we'll be looking at high temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70. Now, as we head into the early part of next week, there'll be some shower and thunderstorm chances. We boosted the temperatures up a bit for Monday and Tuesday because it now looks like we'll see a southerly wind flow. Then a front will settle just to our south and we'll be closer to the 60-degree mark as we head toward the middle part of next week. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Chilly weather expected for the next couple of days. Then we have dry weather through the weekend, so no rain expected all the way through Easter Sunday, and mild weather with high temperatures back to near 70 degrees by Saturday and Sunday. Our current temperatures are in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees from about Detroit, Michigan southward. Behind the cold front, these are current temperatures in the 20s and 30s across North Dakota and northern Minnesota. Compared to 24 hours ago, ahead of that cold front, temperatures running about 20 to 35 degrees above where they were at this time yesterday. Behind the cold front, a similar drop. International Falls, 44 degrees colder than they were at this time yesterday. On weather track, you can see the upper level winds now have shifted to the northwest. That's bringing in that colder air. That will last for a couple of days, but farther out to the west, the jet stream already pushing northward into southwestern Canada. So it's just a matter of time before we warm back up, and that'll occur starting at the end of the week. Tomorrow, though, a partly sunny, breezy, and colder day with a high temperature of 40 degrees, 41 on Thursday, but up to 52 on Friday, near 70 for Saturday and Sunday. Then look for some shower and thunderstorm chances. The better chances, I think, will be toward the middle of the week with a low pressure system and a stationary front near us. Ahead of a cold front, though, high temperatures will still be in the upper 60s, mid to upper 60s for Monday and Tuesday.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers are back on the field for the first time since the Mayo Bowl, while Paul Chris is a huge fan of spring practice. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Kids learn from our example. So what would they learn from Deb Kerr? Kerr covered up a school financial scandal. Her employee overdrew the school's account by $500,000. Instead of firing him, she paid him on leave for a year, then lied to get him another job, saying, quote, "He's a good steward of public funds." Honesty and integrity are important for our schools. Vote to show our kids a good example.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Hey folks, Wednesday morning, we're taking you to a Madison area staple in the restaurant industry.
We'll show you how to make what's being voted the quarantini of choice for Wisconsinites. See you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Wisconsin football is back. Well, kind of. The Badgers kicked off spring practice this afternoon, and spring ball is a lot of new to a lot of this team. 44 players on the roster have never done it before. The good news, though, when it comes to spring football, Paul Chryst is a pro at it. 15 opportunities to help his guys develop and grow so they're ready for the fall. Just sign them up, because this time of year just might be his favorite.
You know, spring's a great time to develop and hopefully play a lot of football and through that playing grow and get better. But looking forward to the opportunity and now looking forward to having a productive spring practice, hopefully.
It's official. The Packers and the rest of the NFL will be playing a 17-game schedule across 18 weekends starting this upcoming season. And Green Bay's 17th game should be a pretty good one. The Pack head to Kansas City for a battle of the State Farm quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes. When Wisconsin hosts Michigan on Thursday, it will be just their second match in 38 days. Definitely not ideal for Kelly Sheffield as he tried to get his squad ready for the NCAA tournament. But even after having 9 matches called off this season, a win over the Wolverines and the Badgers win the Big Ten championship, which is first of the 2 boxes that his team plans to check off in April.
We're pretty stoked about the opportunity to be able to do that. It's been a goal for these players and for this team for a while. That's one of the big goals. And so, you know, although we haven't played a whole lot of matches recently, it's I think all of our eyes are forward.
Final spring training game for the Brew Crew. Naps are great. But you know what else is great? Colton Wong in a Brewers uniform. His 2-run Apo Taco gives the Milwaukee the lead for good. And the Brewers close out spring training on a high note. Opening day is Thursday against the Twins. In Charlotte, Colton Wong used to play for your team, but now he's a Brewer.
I know.
A little weird.
It is very weird. Let's not talk about it, but let's talk about the weather.
It's going to be cold in Chicago for opening day. I just got my tickets delivered to my phone about an hour ago, but I'm looking for temperatures there only in the upper 30s to around 40 with a wind off of Lake Michigan. It'll certainly be chilly. Live view right now from the WISC Skycam showing plenty of clouds overhead, but these will start to break up over the next couple of hours. Temperatures have dropped into the 40s behind a cold front as those winds have shifted around to the west and northwest. Still seeing some wind gusts in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range. Those winds will die down quite a bit overnight. Look for a low temperature of about 27 degrees by tomorrow morning, and then for tomorrow, partly sunny skies, but it'll be breezy and chilly with a high temperature of only 40 degrees, 41 on Thursday, but back up to 52 on Friday as winds shift around to the south. Then near 70 for Saturday and Easter Sunday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s early next week. Some shower and thunderstorm chances, though, start to arrive, and the best chances will be in the middle of next week.
Looking forward to a better weekend, Gary. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.